Hey everyone, today we are gonna cover bottom sheet widget in Flutter. Let's get started. Here I have a material button with the text show sheet. If I save the code, you can see a button on the screen. Now I want that if I press this button, a sheet appears from the bottom of the screen. For that, in onPress of button, I'll write a function with the name tabSheet. To create this function, I'll move outside the build method and write our function here. Inside this function, I'll create show model bottom sheet. Here it requires a context and a builder. So I'll take build context as a parameter in the function and pass it here. And then in the onPress, it will say pass the context to this function as well. Then we have the builder. Inside it, I'll return a widget named build bottom sheet content. In this widget, we'll create the UI for our bottom sheet. For now, I'll return a simple container and save the code. If I tap the button, you will see a sheet appear from the bottom of the screen. Now let's quickly put some content inside. So inside the container's child, I'll use a column and set cross-axis alignment to start. Then in the children, I'll add a text with bold title. And below that, I'll use another text with a small font size. If I save it and press the button this time, you can see the content in the sheet. For better visual appearance, I'll add a size box with the height of 20 pixels between the text. Also, I'll give it a padding of 20 from every side. Right now, the height of the bottom sheet is half of the screen. If you want to make it full screen or slightly bigger, wrap the widget inside a fractionally sized box. Here we have the height factor property. I'll set it to 0.9, which means 90% of the screen height. Also make sure to set is scroll control to true. Once I save the code and press the button this time, you can see that the bottom sheet height has increased to 90% of the screen. If I change it to 0.5, it will go back to half of the screen. That's how the bottom sheet widget works in Flutter. I have dropped the source code link in description.